members, thank you, Representative Smith, for this opportunity to speak on behalf of Patriots Act 746 and the citizens of Arkansas. I had the honor of speaking to this committee in October, almost immediately after the Taff decision, and was able to announce the clarity that we now have with case law, that no permit is required. I want to remind the committee that Jamie Taff was carrying concealed, and the court found that that was not unlawful. I want to thank the members that voted for Act 746 in 2013 that decriminalized carrying a weapon in Arkansas. I appreciate your efforts on that. And I also want to acknowledge this body and say thank you. When folks have said, hey, the law is unclear and we need to address it with another law, y'all resisted that temptation and stayed true to what Act 746 did. And I want to say thank you for that. Representative Smith has run this resolution that is in my opinion, brilliant resolution. 573-120 is the offense of carrying a weapon. And it states roughly that a person commits the offense of carrying a weapon if they have a handgun, knife, or club on or about their person, in their vehicle, or otherwise readily available, with the intent to unlawfully employ that weapon against a person. If you look at the concealed handgun license statutes, 573-301 through 573-326, nowhere does it say in those statutes that a permit is required to carry a concealed weapon. If you look at AG Opinion 2018-02, Attorney General Rutledge correctly stated in the second sentence that there is no penalty for carrying a weapon concealed if you don't have a permit. We look at the law is clear. We look at case law is clear. And this opportunity right here for this committee and the House to acknowledge to the citizens the clarity, I'm not asking y'all to change the law. I'm not asking for a debate on what the law says or what we want in Arkansas. Instead, this is an opportunity to say to the citizens, here is your law, here's what it says, here's what case law says, and on behalf of the citizens of Arkansas, I thank you for passing this resolution. With that, I would open it up for any questions or comments.
Representative Tosh, you're recognized for a question.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Representative Smith, I think it's extremely important that people understand that this is a resolution and will not be actually, will not go into law. Would you care to elaborate a little bit? Because I don't want to be misleading in the fact that this is going to be statutory, that it is a resolution. And I think it'd probably be best for everyone if you explain the difference.
Well, and thank you, Representative Tosh. Great question. This bill is asking for clarity. You're asking for clarity on the difference between a bill and a resolution. And so, to the best of my knowledge, and I've gotten tons of emails on this, as maybe many of you have, thanking me for running a bill. They want to know, when is this going to become law? And I have to go back and explain, it's a resolution. It doesn't change the law. We're simply running a resolution to see if we can come to some agreement on what we have now and how protected our rights really are, but also with prosecutors, with different law enforcement offices around the state, with the governor's comments as well as our AG Rutledge's comments. Most of those statements, are basically my understanding or my interpretation. And the whole point of this resolution is to get us all to sit around the table and have a hard talk. Because right now, we're filing more gun bills, we're adding more regulations and statutes and code on our Second Amendment rights. And I'm just saying, let's talk about this together and get all the principles to the table and come up with something that is plausible so that we can know when we walk out of that meeting where we stand individually and corporately in our state. So this resolution is not a law. It won't become law, but we just want clarification, and that's what this resolution, I hope, will do.
Thank you. Representative McCloud, you had a question?
Thank you, Madam Chair.